my schooling and education, most of my education in Hyderabad. Then did a smaller stint in Bangalore, okay, with an IT company. I think you might know a company called Business India. At that time, there was a magazine. I used to work for Business India IT division, right? And then after that, I moved to Australia, did my master's, MS in IT in Australia. And after my MS in IT in Australia, I went to Indonesia. I got an opportunity in Indonesia to work for a bank in Indonesia. So I did, while I was working in Indonesia, there was a lot of unrest in Indonesia because of some political issues. So at that time, I started floating my resumes, expecting something to happen in US, right? Expecting to go to US, like a normal any Indian at that age, right? Trying to go to US, and so that was my total dream. So while I was floating my resumes on the net, one fine day I get a call from somebody in Japan saying that your skill set matches the exact requirement that we have, right? And are you interested in having some interviews and deciding whether you want to come to Japan? So I did not know much about Japan, other than the ones that we have learned in our 4th standard or 5th standard, that Japan is very technologically advanced, and Japan people are polite and all those things. Other than that, I did not know anything about Japan, right? Other than what we read in news. And during those days, I think Japan was not in Indian news. These days, I think every day you have Japan news in India. But during those days, Japan was not in India. So the awareness is not that high, right? So then I said, okay, why not? I take a chance. So then they did 4 rounds of interviews, and then they said, okay, come down to Japan, right? So then I reached Japan from Indonesia, right, to an IT company called Fusion Systems, and they were actually doing software for banks and financial institutions.